and welcome to the hello and welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 53, and it's just a duo podcast this time with me and Foehamner. What is up, Mr.
Not a lot. I'm trying to think. The biggest thing to me this week in video game news was almost not even a story. It's like the stealthy release of Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Right.
Like I almost didn't even know it came out. There's so little fanfare. It's insane.
Which reminds me, I wanted to talk about something.
I didn't buy it yet.
For later.
I really want to play it, but I didn't buy it yet. For similar reasons why I haven't bought Overwatch. I just need the funds.
So, I wonder why they just released it like that.
It's so
bizarre. Way before E3. It's like before E3 as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they're trying to hide it. No, hide's a little strong. There have been games that have had hidden releases. This one this is like such a nothing release. I don't understand.
And it's AAA, I would say.
Absolutely, and it's a game that's been asked for. You know, like before it was announced, people were like, "When make it, please make it, please make it." And so finally, like, yes, they're gonna make it. Like this game has. It's not like some. Like, it's not hyper niche. I wouldn't say it's a little niche, but I mean it has a pretty big following.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Are they trying to sabotage themselves by like, you see, nobody's buying it. We're not gonna make.
What's the company that?
Anymore.
What's the production company?
Let me look.
Because if they have any other games coming out in the near future, maybe that's where they allocated their money. In terms of marketing.
Who made it?
If they competing.
DICE.
Yeah, I don't know what
DICE made it. EA DICE?
Yeah, DICE Games for June 2016. That's not going to work. If I type in DICE Games, I'm going to get friggin' DICE Games. Yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, they are making Battlefield 1.
But that's not coming out that soon.
It's 2016.
But I mean, if there's more than a month gap, then you have money that you can put towards marketing for that game. I in my opinion.
Well, the marketing is handled by EA. They should have enough funds. I don't think they're gonna do a Kickstarter.
That's true. They should have enough.
I mean, I don't know. I just wish that Mirror's Edge would have been more hyped. Because I really like the first one.
It's very weird to say, but yes, for once, more hype wouldn't have been out of place.
Yes.
Probably the only time I'm ever going to say that.
Yep. You enjoyed the first one, right?
Absolutely. Nathan hated it, but yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. I think he felt
he doesn't like platforming in a first-person game. So it's hard to keep track of where your feet are as you walk up the edge.
But I really had no problems with it.
Yeah.
Like after a while, it felt very flowy.
I can understand that argument, but like if the game does it well, then I thought the game felt fine. The only thing I had trouble learning, I think, was I had for some reason I had trouble wall dashing. But then I learned it.
The angling,
obviously.
You mean?
Yeah, just getting to dashing, just wall running. Yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't master it. Like, there's certain things you can do better, like landing into a roll, that timing specifically, or turn wall kicks and stuff.
I think what also made it really good is a very linear, very heavily constructed by the developer kind of levels. And that's why it felt really good. And I heard that Mirror's Edge 2 Catalyst has a few problems because one is they were going with open world, but it's not really open world. It's an empty open world. I don't understand what that means. He basically said there's nothing to do other than the main stuff.
I did see some gameplay footage where it's a little weird. So like in Mirror's Edge 1, it's not open world. It's very linear, but it still like if you're just standing still, it looks open world. And so the things that you just follow the red, you're like there's a red pipe and I gotta grab that. In Mirror's Edge 2, apparently the redness was too subtle because there's like glowing arrow paths that you just follow the path, which I don't think I like. Because in Mirror's Edge 1, you could at least like, let's say there's a pipe in the middle of the way. You could jump over the pipe or go under the pipe. I don't know. I like having some slight variance, like a sonic branching almost in my racing. Twitch.
I also saw
thing.
some pipes that were not red. Once you touch it, it becomes red.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I mean,
Huh.
I feel that it's taking all the good things and not making it good anymore.
Maybe. I did hear a story that at one point in production, a bunch of people wanted to add more guns. It's like, no. That was the worst part. Like, it's a running game, not a fighting, not a first-person shooter. Like, you're killing it. And so I heard that they, like, you know, they didn't do that, but apparently it was a near miss.
No.
So I don't know. I haven't heard any reviews about the game yet. I'm gonna get it no matter what. Because I think,
are you gonna get it on sale or what?
Yeah, I'll probably wait for a sale. I think one of the things that made Mirror's Edge 1 so great, well, one is it's a fairly unique game. Just like there's not a lot of first-person free-running games at all, even today. But especially at the time it came out.
I can't think of anything else actually.
At the time it came out, it was kind of ahead of the curve for the dystopic future stories.
Yep.
Like there wasn't a lot of those out yet. Now it's super saturated, but it was cool to play this vaguely punk game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it.
Criticism has been it's open world, but it doesn't work when the open world is just rooftops.
Sure. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't even want to be open world. That really sucks. I don't want.
I just want a very heavily constructed.
I want an obstacle course.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So, that's Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I am gonna get it sooner or later because I really love the first one, regardless what people say about the second one. Because
I've never done it.
What people are saying about the second one, I'm probably gonna be waiting for a.
As long as you temper your expectations.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I've considered doing male version of Faith crossplay for a long time. I think that'd be fun.
So talking about sales, summer sales are coming up.
Oh, they're gonna talk about the Fallout 4 sale. Did you hear about that?
The Fallout 4 on Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was free for like a while.
Apparently, their free copies are being revoked.
Yeah, free copies are being revoked, but Microsoft is granting like $10 credit for the store. So free $10, nothing to complain about, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than being a big tease.
Yeah. So
so Steam sale starts in 2 weeks.
Steam
sale
but
the GOG sale, right? That started.
GOG is currently having a sale, and it's doing the experience points system thing. XP. So
you get experience by buying things or by what?
You can get XP by buying things, but you can also do like very small things to get up to almost the first level. So the levels are like 5,000, and every time you hit a level, you get a free game.
Oh, so that's a worthwhile reward, probably.
You can also get System Shock 2 straight away just by downloading their GOG Galaxy client. Yeah. Let me see what are the free games. So System Shock 2, just downloading GOG Galaxy, you have to redeem True GOG Galaxy.
True GOG.
Yeah, True GOG Galaxy, which is their
like
basically
social?
their desktop client.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
Yeah. 5,000 XP gets you Spelunky. Good game. 15,000 XP gets you Gabriel Knight. 30,000 XP gets you Dreamfall Chapters.
Ooh.
Which is the newest one.
I wonder how they chose those
Season
games.
Pass. So
awesome.
I'm not sure what it means by Dreamfall Chapter Season Pass. I'm guessing it doesn't come. Oh, it does come.
I think
it does come with all 5 episodes.
Yeah, I think. Cool. I would imagine so. I would guess.
I was thinking Dreamfall Chapters is episode 1 and the Season Pass is the next 4 episodes. That was my thinking.
That's how it works for most things. I get all the Telltale things. That is how it works.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw the Minecraft, the Telltale Minecraft game. I just saw the page on Steam. There's gonna be like 8 episodes.
Oh, I'm really glad Nathan and I stopped playing.
Does it need 8 episodes?
It didn't need 1 episode. It was bad. Like, so most, like, whenever I've played a Telltale game that I didn't like, it was because the decisions it felt like they went out of their way to make me feel bad about my decisions. And that sucks, but at least it shows I was invested in the decisions and cared about the outcome. That is not the case in Minecraft. I just didn't care about anything. It's just so badly written. Really greatly voice acted, but
was
so bad.
Was it
bad.
because you feel like it's trying to target kids as well as adults?
Maybe. I mean, it's definitely simpler. There was no important decisions. No decisions really had any significant impact. It was I don't know. There weren't really. Like this is a weird thing to say about a Telltale game, but it felt extra linear. Like Telltale games are all very linear, but this game just felt linear because usually
can you make an even more linear game? Shit.
Even though I don't always like these scenes in a Telltale game, there's always several moments where you can walk around and talk to whoever you want to talk to.
Yeah.
There's like maybe one of those in the Minecraft that.
You mean this does not have that?
I think it occurs maybe once or twice.
Points? Oh.
Yeah, not really. It's all just kind of like cutscenes, where you choose dialogue on the fly, QTEs, and then the occasional forever pause where you choose a branch. Like, do you take person A or person B with you on the mission? It's like, it doesn't matter. Ha ha ha. I mean, even if it did matter, like even if somebody dies or disappears, I don't care because the characters just aren't that well written. I'm not that emotionally invested in anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. What else did you do?
So what I did this week, let's see, what did I do? Load faster, YouTube. My memory is terrible. Okay, I played. Now I have to remember where my cutoff point was last week. I talked about Shrubnot. I finished Demetrios, that point-and-click adventure. It got really, really dialogue heavy at the end. So like in the beginning, I was like doing voice acting and stuff, and then the last 2 or 3 episodes, I'm just like clicking through, like okay, just summarizing things as they happen. Like there was so much. Like it would have taken me literally probably 3 times as long to record myself just reading it out rather than skipping through it. But the puzzles stayed good, so that was great. Still a good game. So I finished that. Let's see. I did a game called Xenotep. I don't remember if I talked about that at all or not.
No, you did not. I don't think so.
Okay. It's a very small game. It's run at a game jam. I wanted to play it because it marketed itself as like a Myst-like game in the sense that there's kind of hard puzzles. The problem was in a Myst game the puzzles are hard because there's all these really esoteric clues that you just don't pick up on. In Xenotep, as far as I could tell, there were no clues, but the puzzles were so simple you could just brute force all of them. It's a bit of an exaggeration. Like, one of the puzzles had clues, the other ones didn't really, but I still beat the game in under 10 minutes, so it didn't feel like I solved any puzzles because I brute forced them. It's a kind of a mess of an experience, but I liked the idea behind it, so I still put the content out there. There's 2 things I'm excited for. One was a demo I played for a game called Long Gone Days, and it's a JRPG style game, but it does some really cool stuff out of combat, because you play a sniper in the military, and so there's moments where you're actually just, like, using the arrow keys to move a reticle around and like snipe people, and then the combat I feel like it's trying to be like Chrono Trigger, because all enemies, let's say fighting a human, they have a head, they have arms, they have a torso, and they have legs. And let's say if I deal enough damage to the legs, I stop being able to target them, so they're like destroyed, and that lowers the entire unit's evasion. So there's some choices there. Like head damage is really, really high damage, but the head has high evasion. The trouble is that, like, shooting all the legs and then shooting to reduce evasion and then shooting the head, everything I tried was slower than just shooting the body until they were dead. Because the body is the easiest part to hit, and it's just a little disappointing to have the, it's always not fun when the winning strategy is the kind of boring one. Like, I didn't get to really mess around with the mechanics. But
so the balancing is a bit not there.
I think the balancing needs to be tweaked a little bit, but the story is pretty cool. Because you play
is it a game maker game?
It might be.
RPG maker?
Yeah, it might be. If it is, it has some custom sprites. Like, it looks
so it looks like the top-down.
It's top-down, but they're taller. Like, your person is like taller than, like, a block. It's like an RPG maker game. I think of them as kind of being like blocks, like a single square. Your people are like grids, 2 or 3 blocks tall.
Oh.
So I don't know.
So it's more zoomed in, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know. If it is RPG Maker, it's very well done. It's definitely RPG Maker style type of game. Walking around third person, encounters into combat screen. basic pushing block puzzles kind of stuff. But it's got good story, because it takes place in a fictional world. I don't really know what's going on. Like, you live beneath the ground. Like, this is your first time going onto the surface. So, like, the team medic's like, remember, don't look at the sun because you'll go blind. It's like, oh, what's going on? Like, why am I below the ground? And the demo doesn't tell you. So it's like, I want to play more to figure that out. So that was Long Gone Days. Now, the last two things I did, one was a very small game jam game called Four Last Things, which was a point-and-click adventure, but all of the graphics were taken from Renaissance-era paintings. So it kind of had this whole, like, Monty Python vibe to it, where the point of the game is you're trying to go to this church to confess your sins, but apparently you've traveled so far that the sins you committed were too far away to be confessed to this church. You know, it's some whatever made-up reason. So you have to commit fresh sins close enough to the church so you'll be allowed to the church. So you're just going around trying to, like, do, like, you gotta get lust, you gotta get wrath, you gotta get greed, all these basic ones. So
it looks very well made.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was surprising how smooth the animation was. Oh, Long Gone Days. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I saw the. I'm looking at the Steam community page.
The anime, yeah, definitely. Like I said, it seems almost too good to be a game maker, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then just the regular art for, like, dialogue scenes is really, really good. I don't think I knew it had a Steam page. I know it is on Greenlight, so you can vote for it. So that's probably
I think it's greenlit already, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe.
And then the last thing I did this week was, let's see, in December of 2015, I played a demo for a game called The Captain. Well, those guys now have a second demo out and a Kickstarter page up. And so I played their new demo, which had a lot more stuff in it, and it's still just as good as it was, so I backed that Kickstarter. It's like $7 right now to get in, so that game is cool. It's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. So it's kind of like FTL, but not as hard. It's like, it's nothing's as dire. You're not being chased. There's not, like, severe resource management, but you're basically, you can fly from planet to planet, and some planets don't really have anything on them. You can try and harvest more fuel for your ship to try and make it to the next planet. You can try and harvest some resources. Some planets are colonized, so you can go down onto the planet and have, like, a little adventure. And those planets all have 3 different outcomes. Like, in the new planet in this demo, you land on it. It's like a vacation resort. The 3 outcomes are you have a nice vacation and leave, and nothing happens. You steal, like, this artifact which causes the natives of that planet to die. Like, it somehow sustains their life force. Or you can be clever and trickily not steal the artifact, which is actually the hardest one probably. But the people don't die. But if you do steal the one and people die, you get another crew member. So, like, all these weird little trade-offs going on. So it's got cool decisions in it, which is nice.
Nice.
And that was my week in terms of video games. I did go see the Popstar movie, the Andy Samberg one. I really liked it. It was very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you see yourself in it?
I did not. I also like they almost they like, so I recorded 2 musical numbers and they were very not much in the movie. Like, they were like, one of them was in there a little bit, but not for its full duration at all, like half of it maybe. And the other one, the only scene from it they kept in the movie was the musical guest star, who is some rapper I don't even know. But they just, like, a scene of him, like, hugging Andy Samberg in a montage, and that's it. They don't even have any of the song at all.
Did you guys get autographs or something?
No.
Just pizza?
Pizza, soda. There was a raffle, like, you could win an iPod and stuff. I didn't win anything.
What the fuck?
Or an iPad, I don't remember. I didn't win, so I didn't really pay attention. There's a bunch of different things. Yeah. It's just to be fun, I guess.
I heard there was a movie. What is it called? So basically, Adrian Brody was, like, the main star.
Okay.
And when he went for the premiere, he was cut out of the fucking movie. Let me look it up.
That's crazy.
Look it up. I was because I follow our movies on subreddit, right? On the subreddit, right? And
okay.
On the Reddits. What the fuck? On the subreddit? On the Reddits. And shit, let me look it up. It seems the director or something is, like, this guy that is, like, notorious for being very difficult to work with.
Okay.
Oh man, I can't remember. Was it Adrian Brody? I know it was some pretty well-known actor.
Was it? Oh, I don't remember his name. I'm gonna look up his name. Who I'm trying to think of. Who was the guy in
Thin Red Line? That's the movie. Thin Red Line.
I totally know that name. I have no idea what the movie's about though.
It was by Terrence
Josh
Malick,
Brolin.
and he's very notorious for cutting people out of movies. And Adrian Brody was considered the main actor.
Like that's like a whole rewrite.
I'm not sure how they did it. Like because it does have like a lot of. It's a stellar cast like Sean Penn, Adrian Brody, Jim Caviezel, Josh Clooney, John Cusack, Woody Harrelson, Nick Nolte, John Travolta.
Oh, it's a war movie.
Yeah, it's a war movie. I think in Vietnam.
Guadalcanal in Second World War.
Oh, alright. Yeah, and he was cut. Fucking hell. I
still got paid.
Yeah.
Oh, Woody Harrelson.
He already did the work, so it's not like he got free money or anything.
George Clooney. Yeah, that's crazy.
But the movie was very well received. So I'm very impressed by how he was able to cut a major character out of it and still make it a good movie.
That is impressive.
Very impressive. Asshole, but impressive. Shit, it was nominated for like 7 Academy Awards.
That's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of.
Did it win any of them?
No.
See, who's my favorite? I'm looking at this cast. It's like, who's my favorite? I don't know. There's so many good names.
I like Sean Penn, but I
gotta
hear
go with
that
Adrian
he's a
Brody.
huge asshole. Like
I've heard that as well.
Yeah. I like John Cusack, and
I
I
like
really
John
like Jim
Cusack.
Caviezel. So.
I don't know Jim Caviezel. I mean, I see him, but I don't recognize him at all.
He's the guy from Person of Interest, the TV show.
I haven't seen any. I'm looking at his IMDb page. I don't recognize. I mean, I recognize him. I haven't seen any of these things.
He was in Passion of Christ. He played.
Apparently, they're making a Passion of the Christ 2. I'm not joking. I don't know what it's about.
Because of all the stories that needed a sequel, it's that one.
Yeah. I don't know. It's bizarre.
Passion of the Christ was directed by Mel Gibson, right? Pretty
You're
sure. You're
thinking of Apocalypto?
No. It was directed by Mel Gibson.
They're both Mel Gibson? Okay.
Yeah, directed, produced, and the screenplay was written by Mel Gibson. Holy shit.
That's why it's so sane. I have no idea. I've actually never seen it. It could be a fine movie. I don't know.
The movie that I really liked Jim Caviezel in was Frequency. So he plays a detective, and his dad, who was a fireman in like 40 years back, he died in a fire. So him as an adult, when he grew up, he found those emergency radio things that the old guys used to use to communicate with each other or something that you need a license to operate.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually turned it on, and then he started talking with his dad back in the past.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's like a sci-fi thing, but it's very like heartwarming. It's a
it's like
son
a
and dad story. It's actually
X-Files.
really good. The dad was played
Or
by
Twilight
Dennis
Zone.
Quaid.
Oh, I like Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, very good movie. I really liked it a lot. So yeah, that was your week. What is my week?
Yeah.
My week. I played Battleborn because I already paid money, so I'm gonna play it. And I'm still able to find games, so hopefully that goes on for a while. I did my Barrier X review, which is Barrier X is the Super Hexagon Plus audio serve game. Cool
Right,
game.
you mentioned that.
It's
I saw
like
the video,
$3.
but I haven't watched it yet. Cool.
Yeah. It's like $3. So if you like a short pickup game, I think it's a pretty cool choice. I played Hard Reset Redux a bit. It was really cool. Really like it. It's very old school shooter, pretty much. You have two guns.
Okay.
You don't pick up any other guns. You have two guns. One shoots like electric balls, and the other one shoots like actual bullet thingies. It's like a rifle. So then you can in the level you can find like those like shop kiosk things, and then you can upgrade each gun, and each gun will have about 4 to 5 modes.
Oh, cool. That's
so the rifle will have like a grenade launcher and a shotgun, and the rifle is the default. The electric one will have like a EMP launcher.
Do you switch modes on the fly, or just at the certain stations in between things?
On the fly.
Okay.
You can switch anytime you want, pretty much. You can upgrade your armor. It's very cool. I like it a lot. I'm gonna play it more next time because I'm thinking of like at least doing a video of it. I played more WWE 2K16. You're not a wrestling fan, right?
No, sadly.
This game is very bad.
Oh no.
And I only found out after like 5 hours because creating a wrestler takes a lot of time.
That's kind of cool. I like that sometimes.
Yeah. And then I tried to refund it and I failed. So
Oh, because of 5 hours, right?
yeah. So the reason why I don't like it is because, well, the gameplay for one is very clunky. They're going for like super realistic because wrestling is real, right? I don't know why the fuck they want to go with such realism. Like, just make it fun. Because the wrestlers move slow. The submission system is a really fucking dumb system. So it's a ring. So when you have a guy in a submission hole, or if you're in a submission hole, a ring will pop up. And in that ring will be two. One is red, one is blue. It's like two like sections that you can move. And the person that is doing the submission hole has to touch yours. So you're circling around with your right analog stick. Is really dumb. It's really
That
fucking
sounds
dumb.
pretty dumb.
I don't know who the fuck gave the green light on that. Fucking idiots. And the reason why I like to play wrestling games is not for the emotional stories or anything. It's because, one, the gameplay should be fun. And because you get to beat up people. And the next one is when you play the career mode, there's all these like storylines and stuff. It's just fun. But even the career mode, the storyline is just non-existent. Like, nothing's happening.
That's
like
too bad.
Like the previous games, I just need to go through in my career and then things will happen on its own and then I'll be part of the storyline. And this one, like, nothing happens. Like, what the fuck is the point? Fucking hell. It's really dumb. It's so badly made. The only reason people buy is because it's the only one on the market. That's why.
Yeah, pretty much.
I play Hero Defense.
Yeah. The
I like
single
it a
player?
lot.
Yeah.
It's very good. I didn't expect to like it this much.
I have no idea how the multiplayer works because I was part of the beta testing for that, and there's always the problem of skill kind of taking a backseat to how high level your characters were. Because like your multiplayer account like starts over fresh, like it doesn't keep your experience from your single player stuff. So I don't know how they do matchmaking. But yeah, single player is great. It's a little grinding intensive, but they make grinding pretty quick.
Wow, right.
You can speed up things, and you get rewarded more for speeding up things. So the more it's fun. It even has more story than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. I've unlocked 4 characters. The 5th one not yet.
Okay. She's probably my favorite.
So I also played on my PS2 emulator Suikoden 3. Because it's my favorite Suikoden. It's a JRPG.
Oh.
It's by Konami, by the way. So another franchise that's gonna die. That's gonna come up with a Pachinko machine because they already came out with a Pachinko machine for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Oh no.
They were basically showing like the Snake Eater cinematics, like HDified or whatever. Everybody's like, holy shit, it looks so good. And then Pachinko, fuck Konami, fuck Konami.
It's trolls. That's pretty awesome though, actually. It's really funny.
Yeah. Suikoden 3 is my favorite Suikoden. I played 3, 4, 5. But 3 is the only one I didn't finish because I saved before a boss fight and you can't backtrack after that.
Oh,
and I was not level enough to fight the boss.
That's like a bug. That's something.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. So I'm gonna be, grinding the shit out of this. So, have you played the Suikoden game before?
No.
Do you know what's a Suikoden game?
I do not.
So it's a JRPG, but it's quite different. So I believe I think all the games you will get like a stronghold or a fortress that you can upgrade and stuff like that. So
cool.
You have your normal JRPG battles, random encounters, but you also have your like RTS style fights. So you have to move each of your like units strategically when people attack your fortress. And And you also have like, instead of like the 3 or 4 in the normal JRPG, there's like, for Suikoden 3 at least, there's like 3 and 3, so the front line and the back line. And depending who you put in each row, what combos they can do. So like
I have played a game that has that structure before. It was called
Nice.
Lufia, The Legend Returns.
Nice. I know about
really
it.
like
I didn't
it.
know they had that kind of combat system. That's cool. Game Boy, right?
Yeah, Game Boy Color.
Nice. So like, so if I put the a character called Hugo and his pet Griffin together in the same column, he'll mount his Griffin, and then his single attack will be very high.
So it's not quite the same. In Lufia, basically each person has one of 4 colors and a number associated with that color, and so a person has all the colors in the total of their row and column, and so to do certain moves, you have certain things. I need 500 red and 200 yellow, so I need to configure it this way so he can do his energy punch or whatever.
Right. So you know how JRPGs always have this problem of shit, I can only put like 3 in my party, but I have like 10 characters.
That was so sad with Chrono Trigger. It's like, who do I pick?
I always pick the guy with a sai. He's my favorite.
You like sides?
Yeah. Magus, right? Is his name?
Magus? Oh, Magus. Sorry,
Magus.
I say Magus. I don't know.
I don't know. The frog guy is pretty good too. I kind of like the frog guy as well.
My dream team was... I definitely had the frog guy. I think it was frog guy, Robo. Frog guy and Robo.
Nice. So in this game, you have 108 characters.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You
don't have to get them all, by the way.
Okay.
It's like some of them are side quests and stuff. And if you get them all, there's like special bonuses and stuff. But the reason why it's 108 is because it's based off a Chinese novel, which is called like 108 Stars of Destiny.
It's like Jason and the Argonauts times 3.
Yeah. So that Chinese novel is basically like this 108 demons was defeated by a god, and then they came back as humans to become heroes and stuff. Yeah. So 108 of them. I do like the system that Final Fantasy X had. So you had like 8 characters, but you can switch them on the fly in the middle of battle. So I like that.
Yeah.
But Suikoden, you have 6 characters on the field, but 108 that you can collect.
Okay. Yeah, Luffy's not never mind. Luffy's not some. Luffy's like a 3x3, and
it's not the normal JRPG. It's strategy, right? Is it
no,
strategy?
It's a JRPG because your characters have their position in combat. You don't really move them. I mean, you can swap places with adjacent people.
So it's not
a
FF Tactics kind of style,
right? But there is. I can definitely. If you've seen screenshots, you would definitely maybe think it is a tactics game because the way dungeons work, or dungeons are a series of rooms, and they're full of monsters that you can see, not random encounter monsters. I mean, it's randomly generated, but every time you move, the monster will move. And different monsters move in certain ways. Like some move the same way you move, some move just towards you, some move the opposite, etc., etc. And when you get adjacent to a monster, then you go into combat with that monster. So it's very, very important that you and the monster meet head on. Because if the monster hits you in the side or the behind, it changes up the way your crew's oriented when you fight them. So it can really suck if your mages in the back row are suddenly in the front row.
Actually, this Suikoden 3 actually have a Chrono Trigger style battle, I guess, because it's actually pretty important, like where their position is. You can't really change their position, but when you choose to attack, they'll go nearer to the enemy, kind of thing. And certain AOE attacks can hurt both you and the enemy. Yeah. Is
it turn based or is it the initiative bar?
It's like totally turn based.
Okay.
Which I like. It's much better, I feel. And
I don't know. I like it in Chrono Trigger, all right, but I definitely like being able to pause easily.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you like, I think you should play Chrono Cross. It's a really good game. Just get a PS1 emulator.
I definitely would like to.
Yeah.
I probably should, I guess.
Yeah.
I also this week I wanted to download an NES emulator because somebody came out with an NES ROM for a game they created called Wit.NES. And it's basically just 8-bit The Witness.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently It's like the same puzzles and everything, but just like really low res on a NES ROM.
Fucking hell, nice. Holy shit, that's cool.
Oh, it's only an alpha demo right now, but I think it's a really cool idea. And it's free.
Your camera just froze. Oh well.
Yeah, my camera's frozen on mine. On my Skype and it's not moving. I don't know how to fix that.
So I did something yesterday.
Okay.
I watched a Warcraft movie.
Oh yeah, what were your thoughts?
Warcraft movie, the WoW movie. I purely just watching it, I enjoyed it more than Xmen Apocalypse and Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
No, you're down.
Yeah, I unplugged it and I put it back in. Let's see if that works. Yay.
Nice.
Maybe.
Okay. So it's a very for the fans movie, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Because most of your money is made by the casual people.
Yes.
Plebs. But
I mean, most World of Warcraft is maybe the most played game ever.
Probably.
I mean, maybe Tetris or Pong can compete.
Tetris is the best-selling game ever.
Best-selling.
Minecraft is the second best-selling game ever.
Oh.
Maybe in terms of hours,
Minecraft.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm the number I care about is just number of people, individuals who have played the game.
I think the highest number was like 12 million or something.
Okay. Well,
Can you imagine that?
I'm not even talking about current subscribers
month?
at one time. I'm just talking about total number of individuals who have at one point had an account.
It has the same problem that Batman vs Superman had.
What's that?
Too many things happening.
Too many
little
cooks.
time given. No characters were fleshed out enough. They were basically, hey, that's Garona. She's a chick that has fucking tusks. Yeah, she's a thing. There was nothing, and because of that, none of the characters were compelling.
Yeah.
And you didn't really care about the story because of that. The orcs look really cool though. Fucking hell.
The fight scenes are good.
Very, very
Awesome.
good. What else? The orcs were not given enough screen time, I feel. It was very human-centric.
There was an article I linked you to today from Ars Technica. The title is basically the WoW movie, or the Warcraft movie is Alliance propaganda.
Yep. I feel they should have made it more... but I do feel the best character was the orc guy. Yeah. I like that the movie wasn't really taking itself seriously, I feel. There were some jokes in it, even during like the heat of battle, so I quite like that. It's kind of cheesy, campy maybe, but
okay, I don't
it is a fucking
like
video
it.
game, so
I really have to see it to determine if the jokes work or not. It's so risky.
But yeah, so just too many stuff happening, too many characters, not fleshed out enough. Garona's really crappy. I actually feel among the main characters, she's the weakest one.
Does it have a cliffhanger ending for a sequel?
No, not because she's a woman. What?
Does it have a cliffhanger ending for a sequel?
Oh yeah, it's definitely like my girlfriend was like, "What? That's it? What the fuck?" I mean, it ended. It had a climax and it ended, but it's basically a trilogy, I believe they said.
Okay, because like Fellowship of the Ring doesn't have an ending. Fellowship of the Ring has the worst ending ever.
Which one?
The Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, right.
Gandalf dies the end, more or less. It's like in Boromir.
Holy fuck! Spoilers, dude. What the fuck?
Ha 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 ha.
I actually did not enjoy Lord of the Rings that much. Oh.
How was the soundtrack?
I should watch it again because I was kind of young. Maybe I should.
What's the soundtrack like in Warcraft? Because my favorite thing about Lord of the Rings is the soundtrack.
The Orc soundtracks were good because of the drums.
The drums, the Kodo drums.
Yep. I actually felt the orcs were more interesting characters. There was Ben Foster in this. I did not know that.
The only reason I like the Alliance is for dwarves. Other than that, all the Horde races are better. Like when I played Warcraft 3, I played orcs.
This is basically humans versus orcs. Like the first Warcraft game is pretty much humans versus orcs. No dwarves, no elves. They do make an appearance, but that's it.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Stinky.
But the effects are so good. The griffins are so freaking majestic looking, and the orcs are so brutal and shit.
Do orcs have bat riders?
What is that?
Probably not. Those are trolls that ride giant bats.
Oh no, they have the giant wolves,
but no air power.
Yeah. So basically, it's like the Gul'dan story. It's the first Warcraft, the Gul'dan story they bring.
Is there a Blade Master with a big flag on his back? That's a favorite hero from Warcraft 3. He wasn't the best. He's probably the worst of the orc heroes, but he's my favorite.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. That's Warcraft the movie. I might do a video review and maybe write one as well. I'm not too sure. I need to give it a bit more thought. So yeah. Before we... Anything else? Before we get on to the news.
I wanted to bring up... I already brought up the wit.nes. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring up... There's a game I did play but didn't do content for called Seum, S-E-U-M, all caps. It's a first-person... it's not parkour, but it's a first-person obstacle course game. You have to jump and you have a spell. Like usually you get one spell per level. It's kind of like, what was that Jack Black game? The metal.
Brutal Legend.
It's kind of like set in the world of Brutal Legend.
Oh, right.
You're like in hell.
I was like, what?
And
The
there's
first
metal.
person not so parkour with Jack Black? Fucking
The
hell.
gameplay is not the same. It's just the setting is the same. You know,
Right.
hell, metal hell. And so you're racing through courses.
So it's not really taking itself seriously and shit, right?
No. Like,
sounds good.
it's actually it's a really good, like, visual cue. It's like, so sometimes there's a puzzle where you have to throw a fireball spell into, like, a metal thing.
Runners from hell.
And it'll raise up a platform. And to know if you've hit the metal thing, when your guy hits, he'll throw up metal horns.
Nice.
So it's cool, this little positive feedback type thing. Yeah, the game is good. There's a demo out right now.
It's
I posted a
available
picture.
summer 2016.
I posted a picture of it because there's world leaderboards, and I got first place in the world.
Nice.
But
Out of
I
how many?
only did it on the secret level, and the game's so new. Only 3 other people had done it before me. So I'm number 1 of the 4 people who found the secret level.
For now.
I'm sure I'm already gone. I got like between 3rd and 7th on a few other levels, but yeah, it's really fun though. It's a good game. Really like what I did.
So yeah.
So that's it. Yep.
Before we get into the news, let's take a short break because I really need to go to the toilet.
Okay.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Must be all the street food I ate yesterday.
Street food.
Yeah. The
Is there a
food is not
festival?
literally on the street.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's the the Muslim Ramadan fasting month right now.
Yeah.
So every time in the evenings, there's like whole like bazaars of food everywhere. So yeah, lots of really
sounds
nice
fun.
fried stuff. Holy shit! So yeah,
I like fried stuff.
let's get on to some industry happenings.
Okay. What's the beats?
Okay, what's Oh, I think this is very interesting. Very excited for this. Although I'm not too doubly sure if we can get it or not. But basically, a remastered Final Fantasy XII is coming in 2017.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've lost
It's currently
track of
only for
which
PS4,
ones.
though.
Okay, I've lost track which ones are remastered and which ones aren't by this point.
The one on Steam is 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10.2. And,
Okay.
Those are the remastered ones. They also released 13, 13.2, and 13 Lightning Returns. So, actually, there's a bunch of Final Fantasies right now. If you're a PC player, you can play it, which is pretty cool. And it's confirmed for Western release. Yay! But it's only for PS4. Hopefully, they release it for PC if you want money, guys. I really wish I could play it because I never really managed to play it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I've never really played any of the modern Final Fantasies. I feel
Are you
kind of
gonna
bad
try
about
any
that.
one of them?
But they're long. They're so long.
They're very long. They're very long. Very, very long.
I should just go back and rebeat the old ones because like I don't think I ever actually beat the old ones because I was so young at the time. You know, they got too hard and I gave up.
Oh, so you have to use an emulator or something? Oh, you're talking about the SNES versions?
They remade them for the a couple for the
right.
DS and a couple
3
for
and
the
4 is
Advanced.
for the
I think.
DS.
Yeah,
I think.
sounds right.
So the Saints Row guys showed off a new IP. It's called Agent of Mayhem. So
That
it
makes
has the
sense.
similar...
Right. It looks like Saints Row, right?
Pretty much. I'm not sure how different it will be, but it looks like heroes versus villain. It's a third-person open-world action game. So, over-the-top game by Volition.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it, yeah. Let's see. Nothing much. The trailer is also just a cinematic trailer.
No, great. This is from E3. Is that E3?
It's a pre-E3.
When's E3 start?
Couple of days from now.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't think it started.
I think
sure.
June 13th or 14th is the first day for the first
Okay.
conferences. Yeah. So this is the pre-E3 show, and then next week will be the E3 show, I guess.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
The P show. For the crap fest that comes later.
So basically, so it's gonna have, you know, those superhero style games, superhero style characters. There's like 3 characters in the trailer, so I'm not sure if you're able to switch, or you have to choose one, or is it or you use a group instead of just one character. That would be cool to be able to use a group.
Totally.
So yeah, I always welcome. It's also actually based in the Saints Row universe, actually. So yeah, not too out of place, I guess. So cool. Next one is...
Did you ever play the game? Let me look it up right now. I own it. It's Super Time Force Ultra.
Isn't that the one where you can...
It's like a side-scrolling game,
yeah.
and then you play alongside your previous playthroughs, because you can't beat a level by yourself, so you need to play through. Okay. It'd be interesting.
I don't have it, but I do like the concept of it.
It would be interesting to do that in a third-person action game. It'd be, I mean, it's hard enough as it is, so I'm not saying it would be doable. But it'd be kind of cool to, like, have a guy, like, sneak around and open the fence while you drive through the fence in a car kind of thing.
Yeah.
There was a puzzle game I played like it called... I don't remember what it's called. It's my top 10 indie games of 2015. But it's a
what? Puzzle game?
Is a puzzle game that did that. Basically, you had to, like, have your guy, like, crank a wheel so this platform would slide across, and then you'd have, like, you'd record yourself doing that, and you'd have, like, a clone do it while you ran
first
off
person, right?
and you rode on the platform. Yeah, first person. You're like in a mecha suit.
You did a video, you mentioned it before.
I did a Let's Play, and it was in my top 10 indie games of 2015.
Nice.
But I don't remember the name right now.
So, talking about... Because you mentioned something interesting about that time mechanic in an indie game, and it's like extra difficult to make it into in the third person game.
I would imagine so. The more dimensions you add, the more you have to keep track of.
So I actually, there's this like indie dev. He's made pretty small games, and I think the biggest game maybe would be Castle Doctrine. Do you know that game? Yes,
I own Castle Doctrine.
Oh, interesting.
He did another game. Yeah, what game did he do? He's always... Oh, right. It was that betting kind of game.
He always makes, like...
They're very game theory heavy.
Yeah. And
very mind game.
Jason Rohrer. Yes, fucking hell. That's his name.
Yeah.
Jason Rohrer. So, I really like his games. I played 2 of his games. One is called... fucking hell. I'm just going through his wiki. Let me...
But yeah, they're very, very creative. They're very unique. They push the boundary of what we consider video games currently.
Passage is probably my favorite from him. It's basically like a 5-minute game where no story at all. The story is told by the mechanics. I also played another one. I forgot what's it called. But basically, he was talking about, I believe it was him or was it Jonathan Blow. He was talking about how these games about using mechanics to tell a story is so much easier to do when it's a very simple game. Like Passage, like Thomas Was Alone, like Braid. Instead of...
Terry Kavanagh does a lot too.
Yeah, instead of a AAA game. So because I feel we can be a bit unfair sometimes to the AAA, because it's really not easy to make an open world action game that has a narrative told by the mechanics.
It's really... a bit like a Uncanny Valley type thing.
Yeah.
Where, as it gets realistic, you start seeing it's not as abstract anymore, so you can't impose on it as much as you could before.
Like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is probably the best example of that. Maybe
it's a good one.
say such a good game. So I do believe that different levels of development do require different styles of storytelling. If you're making a small indie game, you can do the mechanic telling story thing. So storytelling mechanic.
And then we see game mechanics getting in the way of storytelling, like hold X to pay respect.
Fuck you. I don't
slow time events.
Yeah. So I just want to mention that.
It's a good point. I like that. Where
he also made a DS game actually. Diamond Trust of London, turn-based strategy co-op game.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah. I really like it. He's also like a minimalist. He lives his life in a minimalistic way because he doesn't really make that much money yet because he does a lot of experimental games.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I really appreciate his work pretty much. Jason Roro, check him out. Passage will be my number one recommendation from him. Okay, so on to the next one. Do you know about these trolls where they go onto Twitch and then they donate to you through PayPal and then like a month later they bring
I do.
us right back?
I know the story and I do know what you're talking about.
Can you explain to me like the problem is because the people have already used the money, right? And then
they have,
because
that's the problem.
Because these trolls usually give like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, which is
a lot of money.
Yeah, and a lot of times the streamers would use it. I mean, it became their money, so it's not really a bad thing to use it, right? So the story is there was a troll that donated 50,000 cojones to this Twitch guy, and
several people.
Yeah.
The total was 50,000.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
PayPal has refused to refund him. Nice. But he might not be hot. I don't think he will learn his lesson because like he's a 18-year-old very rich, very spoiled kid.
He's an 18-year-old Australian kid.
Yeah. So but it's still good that it wasn't refunded. So yeah.
I don't know if it'll work though, because just because PayPal won't refund it, PayPal doesn't have the money if you cancel the bank that fills the PayPal thing. So he still might be able to cancel it through the bank that backs his PayPal account.
But the money is gone through, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
Because PayPal will bill you later.
You can use a card.
Unless I mean, there's a couple ways to pay through PayPal, because PayPal can automatically remove funds from your bank account and just pay for it straight up, and you don't get billed later. But other ways it can be like a credit service. So yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, that's good news, I would say.
Yeah, anti-troll news is good news.
CD Projekt Red announced a Gwen Witcher card game.
Oh, interesting. That's weird because I just got a beta key. I haven't cashed it in yet because it looks dumb, but it's a beta key for a Fables card game.
Fables? Which Fables?
Let me look.
The Lionhead Studios Fables?
The game is called Fable Fortune. Who is making this game, though? I didn't actually look up who the companies involved were. Publisher is Flaming Fowl. Yeah.
You got a what?
A beta key. Alpha key.
Did you back the project on Kickstarter or something?
No. I got it through a website that emails out early keys.
It's a collectible card game with co-op, PvP, and questing.
Yeah, I mean, co-op's cool, but I'm kind of burnt out on collectible card game.
Like, which part did you not
collectible?
like?
I don't collectible card game and Fable. I don't know. I've never played a Fable game.
I don't think it's a Fable game.
I think it just has the word Fable in it. Okay, yeah. I did make assumptions. The Whimsical World of Albion.
Oh no! It is.
Fable Fortune is a Fable-themed, free-to-play collectible card game.
It is.
That combines the franchise's most cherished gameplay systems with an array of pioneering game modes.
It's a Fable game.
Okay.
So yeah, Gwent is the card game that was found in the Witcher 3. I want to say entire Witcher game, but I'm not sure because I only play Witcher 3.
I love that when an in-game game becomes an out of the game.
I only wish that the Final Fantasy VIII Triple Triad will become a real game. Actually, there is like a mobile version of it, but it's been changed so much a bit, and you have to you can't download it on its own. You have to download their Final Fantasy app and then download it through there. I don't wanna, no, and but it's definitely the best card game I've played. It's my favorite. So Gwent, it's a huge thing, like really huge. A lot of people just stopped playing The Witcher 3 and just played Gwent, pretty much.
That's awesome.
I couldn't get into
hilarious.
it though, because it's not really newbie friendly. It's very you have to learn it on your own, and I'm dumb. So yeah, this one's really cool. The Polish. Did I say Polish?
Polish.
The Polish.
F the Polish.
The Polish government launches 18 million euro fund for innovative games. They are working with
That's a
CD
lot of
Projekt
money.
Red. Yeah,
With CD Projekt Red. Oh, cool.
yeah, because they're from Poland. That is why. I'm pretty sure they're the biggest Poland developer. So yeah, any Poland-based company is eligible if only it has an innovative project to pitch, which fits within designated program parameters. And in addition, devs must be working with a budget of between 0.5 million zloty. That sounds like a fucking game currency.
Yeah.
Zloty? I'm sorry.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, between between 500,000 zloty to 20 million zloty. I can't. It's $130,000 to 5.2
Just say
million
monies.
zlotys. Oh, sorry. Fuck it out.
Shekels.
And a timeline of up to 3 years. I mean, this is really cool. Government funding is a thing in like Canada and I think the UK.
Oh.
Not America, right? I don't think so.
Government funding video games? Yeah, not really.
I know Canada and the UK.
Not that I can think of.
I mean, UK, yeah. I want to say Europe, like, no, UK, that's what I meant. So, yeah. Get your zlotys here. Right. Fuck it out. So, okay. Okay, this one I'm gonna leave for later. Oh, this was really cool. So, remember the AI story last week? There's another AI story this week. So,
If it's the story you're saying, it's overhyped. But let's see if it's the
Really?
one you're saying.
yeah.
You're talking about Elite Dangerous?
No, what is that?
Okay. There's a bug in Elite Dangerous where they tried to make the NPCs a little more of a threat, but there was a bug in the pointer code. So the NPCs can use the in-game crafting mechanics to make themselves stronger, but there's a bug in the pointer code, so they were making impossible guns. Like like a shotgun that shot railgun rounds in each pellet instead of other, like, just things that couldn't be had, so they were crushing the human opponents.
It's never a good thing when you update the game and it breaks it.
Yeah, it wasn't because the AI was smart or evil. It was a bug in the weapon code. But like the headline reads, "AI makes super weapons, kills human players." Like.
But I do
technically
like.
true, I guess.
But I do like. I do think it's kind of cool though. Like small little bugs that makes it super crazy like that. I mean, like I think I can understand what you mean by it's overhyped, but
I definitely think having NPCs kill human players is great, but making them impossible to making it super lopsided is not so great.
yeah. The story I was talking about is not that. This one is called Sunspring. Do you know that one?
No.
It's basically a movie written by AI.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So what they did was there was a AI machine, and then they just fed it like different movies, and then they because there's like a movie festival. Let me look it up. The debut is on Ars Technica actually, and it's for Sci-Fi London, an annual film festival that includes the 48-hour film challenge, where contestants are given a set of prompts, mostly props and lines, that have to appear in a movie they make over the next 2 days. So then they fed the AI machine with these prompts and stuff, and then the fucking AI just wrote a freaking movie on its own, and then they actually filmed it.
That's pretty cool. I remember hearing about
weird. The movie is very weird. Does not make sense, but it's so... But the AI is like very artsy, abstract style kind of movie.
Of course, sure. I mean, yeah.
It also wrote a fucking song.
Oh, the theme song.
Just the lyrics. The music I think was done by humans.
In college, I tried to write an AI to make music. It was really hard because I don't know music theory.
How far did it get to?
It could. I mean, it could
any
make
basic tasks that it was able to do.
I mean, it could make a song. You could give it a duration of time and like a beats per minute kind of thing, and it would make a series of notes that would fill the time. But it's not what you'd call music.
What were you doing it for? Just for fun?
I would take an artificial intelligence class.
Right. Did your professor or anything help you out, or?
Not really. I mean, we got a good grade. Like, it wasn't really so much functionality. It was kind of just like what you learned kind of thing.
Right. How did you test it out?
So that was actually kind of the problem. The idea was you've seen like things that learn over generations, right? Like a robot learns to play Mario. It's supposed to be that. So like it's supposed to be like, computer, give me music, and it would give you a bunch of crap, and you're like, it would give you a whole bunch of crap, and you say, I like this crap, I don't like this crap, I like this crap, I don't like this crap. And the problem was the amount of crap you had to listen to before it got to anything even close to music was like an inhumanly long amount of time. So we had to start making rules like note sequences, like patterns to use, which, you know, reduced the variability. But I don't know. It was fun. It was cool, I guess.
Nice. Shit, I had something in my head. Fuck.
Something more about AI? Music, the movie.
No. Fuck me.
Not the music. AI wrote music. AI esoteric art.
Fuck it. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I just remember Zlotys now. Fucking hell. So it's a cool movie. Very weird though. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, check it out. It's on arstanica.com. The movie is called Sunspring. So yeah. Next one, The Division now bans cheaters permanently on the first offense. No more 2-week suspensions, which is good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm for harsh punishment for cheaters.
False positives, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Asterisk, false positive, etc., etc.
Yeah. I guess it's the lesser of two evils, maybe.
Maybe, as long as they have a way to fix it. If they're convinced
I
of
would
a
say
mistake.
if you're gonna hand out bans, you should also have a system to review those bans.
Yeah. What game was it? My friend had a game.
Wallstar.
He bought like. What game?
Wallstar. He bought 3 copies, right?
Might have been WildStar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was WildStar.
He bought 3 copies and then he got banned because he thought it was fraud or something.
Yep. And they couldn't fix it. There's no way to fix it.
They don't have a policy to review it. Why? Why do these companies don't have...
It's insanity. I don't understand how that even happens.
They don't want to pay people to do it. That's
We're infallible. They'll just give us more money. They'll buy other copies, right? It's free money. It's like, no, they won't. They'll hate your guts.
Yeah. Oh, WildStar is on Steam.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't played in quite a while. I don't intend to.
I'm guessing they're hoping it will help. They're reaching new audiences, maybe.
Couldn't hurt, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a well-made game. It's a good game.
What were the problems with it?
I mean, right now, lack of player base. There's nobody online.
I mean, like, other than that, I mean,
nothing.
Why are there nobody playing it? If it's a good game,
I don't know.
Marketing.
I mean, so originally, I assume people stopped playing it because I don't know that it's good enough to pay money for. And then once nobody's playing it, nobody's playing it.
Do you think it's just because it failed the pay monthly system? Do you think?
I do. I think that's the main reason.
And because it is kind of a new IP, like people don't mind paying for Final Fantasy, and
yeah,
even Star Wars fucking failed.
Right. Like it's not. It's. I wouldn't say WildStar's better than Star Wars or any other game. It's not like a. Oh my gosh, this game's a great MMO. It's just it's a good MMO. Which means it's very average. Which means it can't compete. Which means nobody plays it.
Nobody wants to pay monthly for it.
Exactly.
That sucks. But yeah. The Division now bans cheaters, and a lot of people say it's too late because everybody's been asking for it and they've been delaying it, and now the Division has very little player base, but still has more than Battleborn. Fucking hell.
Oh really? That's funny. Yeah. Actually,
Weem's
been playing
what
Battleborn
games
lately.
Have more players than Battleborn? Left 4 Dead.
Oh.
Not by much.
Probably TF2.
But still. Oh, TF2, nah. It's definitely very high. TF2. So yeah.
I don't understand. Like, Left 4 Dead's a confusing game for me because Left 4 Dead is only slightly better than Payday. Like, so gameplay wise, it's better than Payday, but there's no progression like there is in Payday. So I don't know why I played Left 4 Dead as much as I played Left 4 Dead, because I played a lot of Left 4 Dead. I think it's just good co-op, and it's easy to pick up and play, I guess. You can drop in, drop out, it's very short.
But I do like Payday because it has a progression system.
I do like, yeah.
And because it's not PvP, so I don't feel like I'm underpowered or overpowered.
Right. Actually, I never did the PvP in Left 4 Dead. That's probably the more popular mode, though.
It's so fun. If you play with friends and there are a bunch of zombies, it's fucking fun. I played 2-on-2 before. Yeah, The Division. What else? Oh, do you know the EverQuest game next? EverQuest Next? That was canceled?
No, I don't. Sorry.
It was a new EverQuest game, like EverQuest 3, I guess. It was cancelled. But do you know that they came out with another game that is supposed to supplement / be a prequel to EverQuest Next? Called Landmark?
No.
It was an early access title on Steam. So,
okay.
So they basically said like Landmark will be like the prequel, like a testing ground. The funds will be funding EverQuest Next, blah blah blah. EverQuest Next got cancelled. Landmark got full release on Steam recently. And it's broken, it's incomplete, blah blah blah. The worst part is a lot of people have been complaining that they've bought the early access one and now they don't have access anymore.
What?
Yep. Fuck it out. Shit.
Your few fans, you just screwed over.
Yep.
It's like, everyone hates us, except for these guys. We need to fix that.
They basically said they have the play game button as well as the buy game button, and when they click the play game button, it doesn't do anything.
Jeez Louise.
It could be a bug.
Hopefully.
It could be a bug. But yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeesh.
I thought EverQuest was backed by Sony. I thought it was a Sony game.
I have no idea. I've never played EverQuest.
Oh well. It's by Daybreak. Oh, it was being published by Daybreak as well. So it's not backed by Sony. I thought it was Sony. Oh well. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. So you got anything to say about the super generous hitbox in Overwatch?
Well, I mean, it's super generous. Basically, I can't remember the name right now, but some very excellent, dedicated player meticulously scoped around and determined exactly where the hitboxes in Overwatch were, and it determines what weapon you're using. Actually, different weapons have different hitboxes. So
yeah, the one with
generally
the projectiles will be
the non-gun weapons, the projectile weapons like Hanzo, Genji, or Mai, when she shoots her icicle, have much bigger hitboxes. May. I'm gonna keep saying Mai. I'm gonna keep saying May is a month.
It's a name. Fuck it up.
But people are named May and spelled M-A-Y.
She's Chinese.
So she's Mai. I don't know. I know I'm wrong. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
I know.
Point. So yeah, the hitbox, it's as much as basically an entire head's distance above the actual head. So you can get a headshot on somebody who's crouching entirely behind a wall.
Yeah.
It's madness. It's anarchy.
But isn't Blizzard known to be... They're known to make games be more accessible, right? Hearthstone is a very good example.
Hearthstone is
not made for Magic people. It's for people who feel intimidated by Magic.
I don't know if any of their other games are the same. Hearthstone might just
Heroes
be
of the Storm?
Their own. Is it? I don't know. It probably is. I guess compared to League, it probably is. I hear maybe. My impression is it might be.
Which one?
So yeah, we'll go with yes. Blizzard is known for making games accessible. I guess WoW proves that. No matter how hard you think WoW is, it brought in a lot of people, more than any other MMO. So it has to be accessible, I guess.
Which is also part of the problem, right? I know that's the biggest complaint.
The development has been making it more and more accessible, yeah, which is a lot of things people don't like about it. So yeah, Blizzard makes it accessible. So if they made it harder to get headshots, that would suck. But I don't know. It would be nice if there wasn't, stuff that didn't feel like crap. Like if you're hiding behind a wall and you just get headshot somehow. That's just not a good feeling.
Yeah. Anybody that skilled though? Or is it just gonna increase the number of lucky shots?
That's what I'm thinking. Like Genji shooting out 3 shurikens, happens to hit a guy behind a wall, or Hanzo's maybe ricochet arrow or something. I don't know.
I also heard the I'm not sure what the term is called, but the latency thing. Like in Overwatch is very generous. So even if like somebody's like crouching, it will be a bit slower, and you are able to hit him actually because the hitbox is still on the top. So the crouch animation starts first before the hitbox moves or something like that. So these are the 2 biggest complaints. I'm guessing the hitbox one is a much bigger complaint than the animation latency. But,
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel it was affecting me though when I was playing in the open beta.
Yeah, I never really noticed it.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole game is just fairly fast paced, so you're just kind of used to dying a lot and killing a lot.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it actually affects the gameplay. I mean it does, but
a significant amount.
Yeah. So yeah, the 2 guys who never play Overwatch just gave you an.
I'm still bummed we haven't heard
I'm gonna
about the
guess
new
that
sniper
Nathan and
character.
Jordan won't like it.
Fuck you guys. Like what? Like the fact that it's generous?
Yeah.
You think they'll advocate for making it harder?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they'll say it's fine as is. It's perfect. Don't mess with the pristineness that is Overwatch. It's a gem. Any change can only make it worse.
It's the perfect game.
Yep.
Okay, this one is kind of dumb. So EA came out with a statement, right? Because EA is the guys that are publishing Call of Duty. And Activision just announced the Battlefield 1, which is a World War 1 Battlefield, right? So EA said, we don't make World War games anymore because the kids don't know what World War is.
It's a pretty...
That's a fucking dumb excuse.
Fine concept. It's pretty... Yeah, I don't know.
Don't you guys learn about the World War?
It's not like your games are like historically accurate. It's not like you're... Yeah.
I think it
use
was
your
Jim
games
Sterling.
to teach them.
I think it was Jim Sterling that said, "Is this EA saying that their matured game is targeting kids?"
Probably accurate, even if it's not supposed to.
I think it's just a very dumb statement to make.
Yeah.
Like, just don't say anything. Why you want to say anything? Nobody plays your games to learn about history. Fucking hell.
But maybe they could.
Maybe they could.
That would be a cool world. I actually remember hearing a funny anecdote story where this teacher's like, "Pop quiz!" And the class groans. And she's like, "Fine, if any one of you can tell me what the Lombard League is, no quiz." And this guy knew what it was from Age of Empires.
Nice.
Yeah.
But Age of Empires, I would say, is more accurate. Would you say?
I mean, it has... You will know which
what
things existed.
Yeah.
There's nothing, like, fictional in it. There might be some dramatized things.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
I don't know how accurate war elephants are in a lot of games. I feel like it might be... I don't know.
Oh, since we're talking about like all this Age of Empires... Civilization, I just learned that the Alexander theme song is...
Alexander.
Theme song.
What's Alexander?
Alexander the Great.
What is
Civilization.
Oh, in Civilizations. Okay, got it. Sure.
What? Okay.
Sorry, I missed the Civilizations context part.
So, the theme song for Alexander the Great is actually the oldest known song of all time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the oldest known song that is complete.
Mm.
Yep. Pretty fucking cool fact.
It is a very cool fact.
Yeah. Of course, it's a bit different, slightly, but I
Right,
actually listened to the original one. It's pretty.
It's a cover.
Very close. Yeah, it's a cover. It's a remix. I actually was on Reddit the other day, and I'm subscribed to a subreddit called Tip of My Tongue. So it's a basically, if you are trying to remember something but you can't remember what it's called and stuff like that, so you can ask like TV shows, games, anime, whatever. So this guy was asking for a song, and he does not remember the name of the song, but he remembers the rhythm of the song and a couple of words. So he recorded himself. He recorded himself saying like, singing like Nina no no Nina something like that, right? And somebody actually took that part of him singing and then remixed it. That's fucking funny. It's really fucking funny.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to record myself doing things and remix it. That's the intro to my channel.
Nice.
But I don't know what to do.
It's so fucking funny. He got
That's
gold
awesome.
to remix that shit. Fucking hell. So at the last bit of news, maybe not news. I guess it was news. It's about SJW stuff. I'm sorry. Let's start off with a very mild one.
We
first.
couldn't go one podcast, Shar.
Go.
One.
So did you watch Xmen Apocalypse?
I did.
Do you know the part where no spoilers, by the way, it's part of the posters and shit. So do you know the part where Apocalypse is choking Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique?
I do.
Yeah, SJWs are complaining there's violence against women.
I had heard that, and so I've been seeing a lot of counter arguments where it's like, so this isn't okay, but this is, and it shows like a couple scenes from Deadpool, you know, like where a Colossus is getting choked by a chain or that kind of thing. And the counter argument to that is that, well, it's worse because the Jennifer Lawrence thing was used as a promotional poster. And I'm like, I don't know if that... I'm not taking sides here. I don't know if something being a promotional poster makes it
Different
more sexist.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I don't
weird
think so.
argument.
I don't feel so. I mean, it's part of the movie. If you're gonna complain about a promotional poster that shows something happening in the movie, you should be complaining about the actual thing happening in the movie.
Right.
I don't think it's any different.
I agree.
If you're gonna look at a poster and you feel like choking a woman out, you're fucking crazy.
It's not like a scene of domestic abuse. It's a fight.
It's a fight scene.
Yeah.
Like, you come at me, bro. I mean, it's a fight scene. I don't know. I mean, it's just a new thing they're nitpicking these days, I guess.
I don't know if I told you guys. I think I told somebody else this. On Reddit like 2 weeks ago, I saw a really good definition of social justice warrior versus an activist.
All right.
So, like, an activist will see a set of stairs, and they will build a ramp next to the set of stairs. A social justice warrior will then, after building the ramp, seek to take the stairs away because they're offensive to people who can't use stairs. I'm like, that's pretty accurate.
Or maybe they just complain. And
they don't actually do anything. They'll just complain. And the ramp won't even get built.
That is not the only SJW stuff, actually. But
I don't know if I know anymore.
But you might be surprised where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Because we kind of bash SJWs, right? This time we're gonna bash the racist people. So, racist and sexist. Okay. It's very different. Sure. It's a new thing for us. Feels so icky. I need to go take a shower later. It's not because I'm racist. It's because I see so much SJW bullshit. They just complain about little stuff. But this one is really dumb. Like, so it's a combination of a few games. Did you know Watch Dogs 2 was announced? Nathan's favorite game of all time. The sequel is coming.
Watch yes. Does he actually like the game?
Say again?
Does Nathan actually like Watch Dogs?
Oh no, he hates it.
Okay, I mean, I don't think I know anybody who likes it.
He didn't play it, I don't think, but he hates it because of the downgrade and the bugs and stuff like that.
I see.
So it's a joke. So Watch Dogs 2 was announced. So a lot of people, like, be careful, it's gonna be downgraded, it's gonna be blah blah blah. So you don't play Aiden anymore, the first character. You don't play the guy anymore.
Okay.
You play a black kid in San Francisco. And people are saying this game is SJW because it's a black kid. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention that they also said Mirror's Edge is a SJW game because it's a woman?
That's so dumb. Oh, god dang it.
Fuck it up.
There's a guy that you pointed me at, a YouTube channel. Let me try and find it. It's no, he's like a writer. He's like a screenwriter.
Oh,
I thought you pointed me at it.
The guy with the pink hair, right?
Yeah, he's got like a mohawk.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He had a video that went up today talking about the female character from the new Uncharted 4. Yeah, his name's Up to My Knees. It's a YouTube channel.
Right.
Uncharted 4, The Fate of Nadine, Narrative Traps, and, quote, strong female leads. Because it's not a strong female character just because she's physically strong. And I guess Uncharted 4 really, like they're good. They have a great character. She's a great character. She's great. End of the game, they just take this greatness and, like, spike it into the ground. They don't even finish. They don't get to the goal. They just, like, completely, like, they run it back to the enemy goal and score. Like, it's this, they completely undermine the awesome female character, I guess, in Uncharted 4.
They also say Battlefield 1 is SJW because there's a black guy on the main promotional poster.
So anything that's not monochromatic white is...
So anything that is not a middle-aged white guy, basically. What's the other game? Mafia 3 as well is an SJW game because you play a black guy that wants revenge on the Mafia family for killing his family.
What's that mean, an SJW game? Is that supposed to be derogatory because it's got no substance? It's just trying to be...
What does that mean? I think to them it means trying to force a political message through the game. How is not having a white guy means it's a...
You know what would be cool? Is if all these games... No user input. When you start the game, it just randomizes your skin color.
There was a game
like
that did that.
Maybe it randomizes, like, your bones and your face too, so it actually looks normal.
There was one of those
like a preset
survival games that randomize your gender. You can't choose who you play as.
Yeah, Rust. People hated that. Right. And it makes marketing hard with no, character. You can't build a statue of all of them.
Why? Why is a... I'm lost for words.
I think the problem, maybe not the problem, but a problem. So these people who are calling these Social Justice Warriors games, their problem is they're overreacting to actual social justice warriors. Now they're, like, seeing it everywhere when it's not actually present.
They could be also sexist and racist.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah.
But they were driven to it by SJWs. No.
I really like playing as a non-white guy sometimes. If you give me a choice, I usually don't play as a white guy. I will play as a cat. Or...
I play as girls pretty frequently.
Yeah, pretty much.
In fantasy games, I never play as a white guy. Never, ever. I almost always play as... like in Skyrim, I was a... What do you call the lizard people?
In what?
Skyrim.
Oh,
I was a lizard. I like reptiles.
I like to play as a Khajiit. The cat people, because I like cats.
I don't like cats that much.
What the fuck? Are you a dog person?
Screw dogs. I'm more of a wolf person.
You're...
I like Bigby.
Right.
From Wolf Among Us.
So yeah, any game that is not starring a middle-aged white guy is an SJW game. Pretty much. It's a fact. Scientific fact.
Yep. Thomas was alone. Yep. SJW. Pro rectangles.
Undertale. SJW.
I actually don't even know what you are in Undertale. I thought you were a boy in Undertale. Are you a skeleton?
I think it's a girl. It's a
girl?
small girl,
okay.
yeah. It's either a small girl or it's not explained. Like, it could be a boy or a girl kind of thing.
That would be cool if it wasn't explained.
Yeah, because it doesn't need explaining. Like, what the fuck?
Alice in Wonderland, totally SJW.
Yeah, fucking hell, these fucking assholes. Trying to force all these political messages down our throats and shit. Tomb Raider.
I'm choking.
They don't realize that Mirror's Edge Catalyst is a sequel, right? I don't think they realize that. I don't think they realize that it's the same fucking character.
It's a prequel, isn't it?
I'm not sure actually.
Okay.
But it is the second game, so it's not actually a new thing.
Yeah. It would have been really weird if they changed the gender of the character.
It would be very asshole-ish if they did change the gender of characters. One of the Assassin's Creed, you play a girl. Shit.
Is that right?
It's either you play as a girl or there's a very important female character. I know one of the side-scrolling ones you do play a girl. But yeah, I don't think.
Oh, you're talking Castlevania? Sorry, did you say Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, so yeah. As Castlevania, you definitely do.
Oh yeah,
Assassin's
yeah,
Creed,
you
I
play
have
as a
no
girl.
idea.
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed Syndicate, the newest one, the newest AAA one. Yeah.
Cool.
Eevee.
Actually, one of my favorite things in Dark Souls 2, which is my least favorite Dark Souls game, it has a really cool thing in it where in the starting zone you come across this like little like island type thing. It's like a beach, I guess, rather. And there's two like Cyclops ogres on it. And at the time, they're really tough. And they stay a tough enemy for quite a while. They're never really an easy enemy. But if you beat them, there's a coffin with its lid ajar just sitting on the edge of the water. And if you get inside of it, you get right back out. And it took me a long time to figure out what happened. But that coffin switches the gender of your character.
Oh.
Like my character is standing differently. So I took off my armor. I'm like, oh my god! Like I never changed it back. I just left it. Like I thought it was really cool. In Dark Souls 3, they have a ring which you can wear, which doesn't change your character's gender, but they will do the other gender's postures.
Right. Is that a wolf? What the fuck?
That is basically my neighbor's half wolf. I don't know what it is. It's definitely has wolf blood in it. Absolutely.
It's a husky.
It's part husky, part wolf. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
It howls a lot. If there's it's howling, which means there's probably going to be an ambulance going by because it can hear sirens from really far away and it always has the sirens.
Right. I wanted to mention something. Somebody said, "Oh, Ubisoft is very accurate. They have a character going around hacking and terrorizing people, and you play as a black guy."
That's not the demographic that fits that stereotype.
Like,
I'm not saying there's none,
and then
but
there's
if you're going
somebody
by
who
cliches,
said, "How can a black guy know technology?"
Oh.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
What does that even mean? What is it? Oh, god dang it.
They realize that they are just giving fuel to the SJWs, right? They're giving actual fuel. I don't think they realize that.
I've mostly given up on trying to understand people in that way.
Oh, man.
Like there are multiple people who, because here in America, the presidential primaries are essentially over. I think there's like one state left to count, so they're done. Like that state's not going to make a difference. So Hillary's essentially won the Democratic nomination, and the Bernie supporters are very sad. And I know a couple people who have vowed to vote for Trump out of spite, and I don't understand. It's like why?
Are they voting purely based on gender, or is it because of the policy?
It could be. They could be sexist more than anything else, but I suspect they're just dumb.
Right. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I wouldn't mind a Trump being a prime minister here, to be honest. He's better than anybody we have.
Malaysia.
Which is saying a lot.
That is quite a statement.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a fact. Watch Dogs 2 is a SJW game. Don't buy it.
I don't think anyone's gonna buy it anyway, given how bad the first one was
I think
received.
it's like on the top sellers list already or something. The pre-orders are.
What? But there's not even gameplay yet. Like, who's pre-ordering this? You people make me sick. You never learn.
Hold on, let me check.
You maniacs.
Let me check. Okay, they're
This
not
is
on the
why we
first
can't
page.
have nice
They're not on the
things.
first page. I believe they were on the first page, maybe. I think they dropped.
This isn't even with E3 hype. Like where's the groundswell for this game coming from? It's madness.
Yep.
It's insanity.
So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I mean. Do you have anything else? Oh, there's something really cool. You might be interested in this. Do you know the game 999 for the DS?
I don't.
It's one of those games where it's like Saw, I guess, but really well made. Japanese game.
Saw, like a horror game? Okay.
Yeah, it's like psychological horror. A few people got kidnapped and then put into like a place, and then everybody needs to solve puzzles to escape on. If not, they die.
Okay.
There's a sequel out for the 3DS called The Last Virtue or something like that, and then a third one is coming out. So there's like a teaser of 999 coming on Steam. So
cool.
Yeah. I do recommend you playing it. Actually, I think you will like it a lot. The way the way they teased it was the publisher or the developer just tweeted a GIF of a steamship, and then the game developer, the main guy, and then said, "That looks like a steamship." What the fuck?
Haha. Are the puzzles? Do they have a time factor to them? Like, is there a real clock ticking down for you to solve the puzzles?
I'm not too sure.
So after playing Gods Will Be Watching, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Oh, you mean
I think it could be done
puzzles?
well. Yeah, like it's a point and click adventure, but you have to like there's real time components to it. And it's too hard for Babby me.
So yeah, I'm totally out. What about you?
I didn't have a lot of news stories going in. I think you had a lot more than I thought you would.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything to add. E3 will give us a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Dark Souls 1's having a renaissance right now.
The global reset day or something.
Yeah, global reset. There's a lot of players in it. So because Dark Souls is definitely what?
What started that?
I don't know.
Is it an anniversary? 3?
No, I'm not sure what incentivized it, but it's great because like Dark Souls, it's a very different experience if there's nobody else online. Like even if you don't interact with phantoms in any way, there is still experience to be gained from people being online, be it marks on the ground or even character things. Like in Dark Souls 1, whenever this one boss is beaten, a bell tolls. So if you're in the zone and the bell tolls, it's just like a cool little thing. It doesn't mean anything at all. It doesn't impact your gameplay. It's just nice little bit of atmosphere.
Yeah. I do agree that a lot of the meta game gives a lot of atmosphere. There's a game called Journey, I think I mentioned before.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
It's so... I don't know how to explain the experience, but basically you play
I haven't played it, but I'm very familiar with
the desert dweller, and the fact that
you can't talk.
People can come into your game and you don't know who the person is, and there's no name given, and the only way for you to communicate is by glowing or blinking or something. It's really cool, so cool. It was a very, very good experience. It's a game that you play once and then you just get all the experience in. Yeah, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
If you have a PS3, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can even buy it on the PS4.
Sad. There's almost always at least one Journey cosplay at every con.
Nice. How do they make the black?
Usually get like
face paint.
Not pantyhose, but like a pantyhose-like thing, so you can see through it, like a ninja.
Right.
Whatever morph suit.
And then they have like a
stretchy.
Their eyes or something.
Yeah, you can get different colors. I don't really know how they do it. Painted, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
yeah, that's it, I think. I don't know what I'm looking forward to.
What about
I didn't really
the game
mention, but like, there's been a lot of news for Civilization 6. Like every day or every other day, it's like a new article about Civ 6. It's just cool to read up because it's going to be different. I don't know if it's going to be better, but I don't know if it's going to be worse either. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'll get it day 0.
Nice.
I'm excited. It's nice. It's fun to read about. What are you going to say? Some other game?
So, we're going to play 20 Questions Video Game Edition.
Oh, yes. I
forgot?
I have the game. I had the tab open. I'd forgotten that was free to do it, Zelda. Okay.
So, yes, this is 20 Questions Video Game Edition Part 2.
Ready. Let me open a notepad so I can keep track of your stupid guesses.
By the way, listeners, if you want to just share the because I will basically release the 20 Questions Video Game Edition video just on its own on the YouTube channel, so you can share that if you want, because it's fun.
I wish I could raise both my eyebrows. I can only raise my left eyebrow.
You want to what?
That's right. This camera's mirrored. I can raise one eyebrow, but I can't like raise the other one. If I try to raise the other eyebrow, they both go up. Like one.
Yeah, I can't raise the.
I can't alternate. I wish I could alternate. Like a Jim Carrey type face.
So,
first question.
I should try to narrow this shit down. Is it a platform exclusive game?
No.
No. Multi-platform. Interesting. Was it released before 2005?
Released. No.
No.
Oh yeah, for the record, he's trying to guess a video game, if that wasn't clear.
Yeah.
I think it was.
So it was not released in 2005. It was not released before 2005.
The earliest release date was after 2005.
So it was released after 2005, and it's a multi-platform game.
Yes. Yeah,
What?
is it multi-platform on release? And it was and it's had more platforms since then.
Say that again?
On release, it was multi-platform. Like, it wasn't released on Xbox and then ported to other things.
Right.
At release, it's multi.
Was it published by EA?
No.
Fuck. Was it published by Ubisoft?
No.
Fuck me. So 4 questions down.
Yes.
How to narrow this shit down? So it's multi-platform. So it's after 2005, so it means it should be at least on the PlayStation 3 generation.
You could ask.
Is it in the PlayStation 3 generation? Was the game released in the PlayStation 3 generation?
I don't actually know. It was not on the PlayStation 3.
Fuck! Oh. Huh.
I believe it was released during that generation, though. About then, I don't. When's the PlayStation 3 generation?
PS3, Xbox 360, Wii.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's in that generation. Yes.
Fuck.
It's during that generation, not on the PlayStation, but in that generation.
It's not on the PlayStation,
With the Xbox
but it's
360 and whatnot.
multi-platform. So should be an Xbox Windows game.
Yes, I'll count this as one question combined.
What? Oh, okay. So it's an Xbox Windows game.
Yes.
Oh. Is it Fables?
No.
Fuck. How many questions am I down?
You have 6. You have 14 questions left. You've used up 30% of your questions. You haven't asked what genre it is yet.
Yeah,
or you
because
haven't
there's
tried
so
to
many
guess what
genres
genre.
though.
That's true. That's a good point.
Is the game mainly about shooting?
I'd say yes. I would say yes.
You said yes. So it's after 2005. It's shooting. It's it's an Xbox 360 Windows game.
I thought you said no Google. Or you just
No. I'm
compiling
just
your
typing
notes.
in
Okay,
on
okay.
Skype because I can't keep track
Sure.
of this freaking fact.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Not googling, people. Not googling.
To be fair, I have no problem with Googling. You're the only one here who's against Googling.
It's no fun. It's okay to lose sometimes. After 2005,
Sure.
shooting, Xbox 360 Windows. What else did I ask? I remember asking a few questions though.
Yeah, the generation. You asked publishers. It's
Publisher.
not
It's not
Ubisoft.
EA. It's not Ubisoft.
It's not EA.
It's mainly shooting. Xbox 360 Windows. Is it a third-person game?
No.
Oh. It's a first-person game?
It's a first-person, mostly shooter.
It's a first-person, mostly shooter.
I mean, yeah, you shoot stuff, but there's like story elements and whatnot. Like puzzles.
Is it Portal?
No.
What?
I don't think.
You shoot portals, right? I don't know.
I feel like Portal 1 came out before 2005. Maybe not.
What?
When did Portal 1 come out?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. Around 2005.
So
I don't think it's for the Xbox on launch.
It's not Xbox on launch.
No, this one was. Sorry, I don't know that the Portal was Xbox on launch.
How many questions am I down?
Just 9.
9. Right.
Almost halfway.
Almost 10. Almost.
You could ask.
Wait. Is it published by Microsoft?
On its wiki page, it does not list Microsoft as a publisher.
Okay. Hmm. Does it have RPG elements?
Yes.
Yes. Fucking hell. I'm just making this harder, actually.
I mean, it's not, you don't level up, but you do upgrade.
Oh. Is it
Actually,
Dishonored?
no, yeah, you do level up. I think you level up. It is not Dishonored, but that's very close.
It's very close?
It's a similarly styled game to Dishonored, I think.
Is it Deus Ex?
No, good guess, but no.
It's Bioshock.
It's Bioshock!
Right, ooh, without Google, people.
Yeah, good job.
Fuck it out. Which Bioshock? Bioshock 1, right?
Just one, yeah.
Fuck. I was like, So your mostly shooter means you can whack people with a wrench. Pretty
Well,
much.
there's puzzle parts to it, I guess, like hacking and stuff.
Right. And it is a first-person shooter. Did it not come out for the PS3?
It did not. And it never has. It's only on Xbox, Windows. Oh, wait, I'm full of shit. Sorry. Yeah,
I remember playing it on the PS3.
It came out. Sorry. Yeah, it did. I'm just completely wrong.
So
missed
basically,
that
you
part.
cheated and I still won.
So it it didn't launch on the PS3 though. I want to point that out.
Oh, it did not launch on the PS3.
No,
So
it
it's like
launched in
a timed
2007.
exclusive almost.
It didn't come out to the PlayStation until 2008.
And when
almost
was
a
it
full year later.
launched in the first place? 2007?
Oh yeah, August 21st, 2007 on the Windows and 360.
It's probably a time exclusive with Microsoft, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that was fun. So,
Came out on iOS in 2014 apparently.
What?
Yeah, I don't even know how you play it
What the
on a
fuck?
phone.
Okay, that would be scary.
It's bonkers.
So yeah, that's been episode 53 of the Playonultrapodcast.
Publisher was 2K.
How can people find your salty voice, Mr. Foehamner?
I produce audiobooks. I did that voice. I did a voice very similar to that in Demetrios because I thought it was like a one-off character. And it became like the main antagonist. Like, god dang it. Like, it's funny, but like, I don't want to read as much dialogue as I'm reading in this voice. It's just
Don't
obnoxious.
your throat just hurt by doing so many voices?
A little bit.
I remember doing it
sometimes
for read-only memories.
switching
Holy
can be
shit,
hard.
my throat just died.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to get like a stable of like normal voices, not like caricature voices. But yeah, I can be found on youtube.com/c/Foehamner. And I'm on YouTube and Facebook and Steam and, you know, the usual places.
And I'm Pupunoob, P-U-P-U-N-O-O-B. For some reason, a lot of people like to say it's Pupunoob.
I think we talked about that. I don't know why. I mean, I can
It's an American
see,
thing, right?
I don't know. The first thing I saw was poo poo.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like,
I can see
what is it, Papa?
how you might think it's papa because if you're spelling poo poo, you go two O's.
Two O's,
but
yeah.
but I mean, papa sounds stupid.
Yeah.
So I went with poo. It looked like poo poo. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody called me a faggot in a battlebond. Pupunoob faggot. Yeah. So I'm a faggot. You can find my faggoty ass on YouTube as Pupunoob, P-U-P-U-N-O-B. I'm on Twitter, P-P-U.
I've never seen Smack.
P-U-N-O-B. I'm on Facebook. Yeah.
I never saw Smack Talk on Overwatch during the beta weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think once did I see.
I was never called fat.
I didn't see anybody saying anything on any side.
Pretty much.
It's very quiet, which is how I like it.
On Battleborn, people are asking, so are you going to get Overwatch?
Haha, that's
so
hilarious.
sad. But,
And sad,
yeah.
yes.
So thank you very much for watching and listening to the PlayonUltra podcast. This has been episode 53, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.